What happened?
I hurt my hand, man.
Okay. My bad. Sorry.
Anyway, we're back
Is it by popular demand or we
by
just
popular demand, fam.
oh we just wanted to be back
We just wanted to
whether
be
you're kid or not. We are here.
We have returned, whether you like it or not.
Yeah. Yeah, well, after jazzing it up, yeah, well, now we know a lot about jazz.
More than we should.
Yeah, no.
How did you feel about it, though?
It was interesting. It was interesting for one part because I've always thought of jazz by at the last saxophone, do something that's gonna be like dum
Yeah.
dum 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 dum
Scooby-Doo-da-doo.
scooby da whatever.
Down,
Then
down.
they were playing like songs that I was familiar with, like like Congo Mame, and I didn't know those were jazz or Estimela Samsa says but like I'm thinking I know those are
Yeah.
wedding songs typically in
Yeah.
any black thingy. Then they were like, yeah,
Jazz.
that's jazz. I'm like, dang, jazz.
I think the only interesting, or the two interesting things for me were the fact that they had a jazz DJ. I was like, what?
That's my DJ. Go DJ. That's my DJ. No.
No. And the fact that hold up, I lost my train of thought. Almost there. No, it's just the DJ thing. The DJ thing was a bit was a bit weird for me. I don't know. And also, the fact that jazz on its own has such a variety of genres. I think like there's subgenres on. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a bit weird, also, because I also thought jazz was just like one.
You're literally saying the same thing I'm saying, but like I didn't know there was submarines at jazz.
Submarines, yeah.
It's
The
Hamba
submarines
Pads.
are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Kinda, maybe. Sorta.
Kind of, maybe. So you're
Sorta.
still not convinced.
No.
You need more
No, I'm
Scooby
kidding.
Doo.
Yeah.
But then, then again, you were like, we were so focused on the media side that you never went upstairs to see what was
Oh yeah,
going
yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah. I never
So
saw
we're
what
just
was.
sitting down talking with the people and hearing them like demystify all the myths that we had about the jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah. So aside from that, okay, like sort out your mic, Vela. Don't hide yourself.
Are we cool?
Yeah. Okay. If we're any cooler.
No.
Okay.
Do not.
Okay. Okay.
I did. I'm sorry. I wanted credit.
Okay. We'll have to cut that out.
Nobody's gonna get it.
No, everybody gonna get it.
Everybody gonna get it. Okay.
Everybody gonna get
Okay.
it. Okay. So yeah, off to jazz. So what's your week been like? What's been happening?
What has been happening? So my school has a sports day thing coming up. So I've been sports daying with the kids.
Okay, you own a school.
Yes. I work at a school.
You teach.
Yeah. You don't know this?
I know. I've heard you mention a school, and it didn't click in my mind about what would you be doing at a school. Because I recall, like the other time when you're in Durban, you were doing something with a school. That's the last time I heard
About a school.
about a school.
That was more college than a school. Well, it's still a school.
Yeah.
It's an educational institution.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it? Yeah.
So
But
primary, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
I
how do you deal with like? Because
I
this is not the
don't.
first time. Like, remember we discussed the logo thing, the design. So in my mind, it didn't click. I thought like the church,
No, yeah.
whatnot.
No.
That's where the
Nah,
mind is on.
it's actually an honest mistake because I think I've been working with kids for like the longest.
Okay.
Sometimes, well, I started with babysitting, and then I went to like doing kids ministry because I'm a child of God.
Amen, sister.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
And then I did like a lot of school visitations and stuff. And then now I actually work at a school
Visiting, doing what?
and teaching them life skills like condoms and shit.
Yeah. Okay. And which school is it? High school.
Both. Or grade 7's got logo in primary schools.
So in grade 7, kids are like active.
No, but
Oh, you just
I
like
mean,
prepping
some
them.
actually some are, strange enough. Some are. and some not by choice. You get my drift.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of those things where I feel it's important for them to learn from a young age. So when it actually does happen, they're like, "Yo, I'm woke."
Yeah.
So yeah,
So did you pass LO?
of course I did.
Okay. You don't have a drug habit. Have strangers came up to you and offered you drugs?
I wish
Because there's
I can give
always
them
like,
my address.
well, there's always that hypothetical thing where like, yo,
Yeah, they
if they
always
offer
said
you
that.
drugs,
Say no.
say no.
I've been waiting, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, like I think I've been offered and I've said no a couple of times.
Yeah.
I'm acing LO in real life. I'm
Yeah.
Yeah, I just need
They
the
off.
money and the other stuff, yeah, boy, then I'll be fine. I don't
People
know.
have been offering you drugs,
I've been not always, but I've been offered like druggy things. Like, hey
and you
man,
said no.
I said no.
That's disgusting. I'm
I said
disappointed in
no. So I'm showing the kids it's possible.
you. You can do it,
You
kids.
can be cool without the drugs. You can be the drug. Yeah,
You
well,
can do it,
I'm the
kids.
reason my whole squad is dope. Oh, you don't want to be
Anyway,
my whole tribe. I missed it. I should have said my whole tribe. Yeah, well, yeah,
come on, like and
yeah,
subscribe. Wink.
yeah. So
About
anyway,
kids.
this,
About kids.
yeah,
I did want to talk to you about a little program.
okay,
Is it a program? I don't know what it is, but they do a lot of mental health stuff.
okay,
They do this group school groups,
mm,
and they talk about what mental health is.
mm,
I think they're based in is it Cape Town?
mm,
I think, but they are traveling to schools and all that kind of stuff. And I actually wanted to get my school involved with that because it's pretty dope. It's called Little Lions. If you guys want to check it out, but
okay,
yeah, they just do a lot of cool stuff when it comes to kids psychology and blah 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 blah.
mm,
It's pretty dope because it's actually crazy how kids are depressed, and I mean kids,
mm,
like from grade 7 going down, bro.
mm,
I don't think I was depressed then. I don't even remember what I was going through back then, but like kids are actually going through the most, and oh,
mm,
it's crazy. Things like that are needed in schools, like school counselors and stuff like that. But they are kind of like a private group that acts as school counselors, but they do it in groups. Um, yeah.
So, like, what was your experience, like personal experience with mental health, or you, or even if it's someone close, not necessarily by
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
reveal your deepest darkest secrets or betray anyone,
Bitch,
but
boy.
do you have like any experience with that?
Yo,
Like,
bro, I have hectic experience with that.
okay,
I have hectic experience with that. With myself, what I've noticed is um, I wouldn't understand my brain. I didn't understand my brain.
mm,
So every time when things happened, I would either react too quickly or react too late.
mm,
And then that would be the reason why I end up in a whole mental spiral and stuff.
mm.
So yeah, it's been bad.
So do you
It's been
think
real
like
bad.
something like Little Lions could have like assisted that you ready for that type of thing? Because when you spoke of your childhood, you were like,
Yeah,
you've never really
yeah.
experienced this sort of thing like when you were younger. So
However, I feel like what they would have helped me with would have been when it happened, I would have an idea of this is what they spoke about in Little Lions
mm,
a few years ago,
mm,
and this is what they said, and blah 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 blah.
mm,
This is how I regulate my feelings. This is how I actually acknowledge my feelings. This is how I
mm,
acknowledge what I'm going through, blah blah
mm,
blah, blah processing, blah,
mm,
and all that kind of stuff.
mm,
Back then, of course, I didn't have. I don't know. I don't think I did.
mm,
I know I was an angry kid though. I was a very angry kid,
mm,
but I don't think there was a matter of depression or anything like that.
mm.
I don't know. But maybe if
You were
I
just in
had,
your fields.
cause,
It's on your hat though. Like,
cause I know,
okay, yeah,
but but yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I think Lil Cuz could have used Little Lions.
Nah, old Chris was cool, man. He was just no, actually like I think I might have. Nah, I never went to no therapy or anything. But yeah, nah.
Mm.
Little Chris went through changes and grew and whatnot. But I think like only when I was older, because I've been so ambitious, and I feel like sometimes there's a thing in life where you feel like you did everything right, and life still didn't pan out the way that you thought it would have, and you're getting persecuted for doing what was deemed to be the right thing. Yeah, well, so now I'm just trying to find indlela yokuthi ngi- ngikwazi ukuthi uh, ngidile nalokho yabo, like at an older age, whereas had I had the tools yabo, like, but the minor tools where you'd get, because as a part of, like, I did activities, well, I just wanted to rap for the most part, and I remember they made it a competition in class that whoever wrote like a rap, I don't think all of us participated, or music thing, and I performed something about for teenagers against drug abuse, tada. I've also, like, I attended one meeting, I think it was at Sheppey High or whatever. Sheppey High. Even in Sheppey was high. I'm joking. I'm joking. I don't know about that. But yeah, there might have been a reason why we held a drug awareness campaign at that school. Yeah,
Of course.
yeah. I'm joking, man. Like, yeah. But aside from that, like, so there hadn't really been things that discussed like mental health when I was in college, but like you didn't even understand. Like, I think my first time I heard anyone talk about depression was when a friend was diagnosed, or like with bipolar depression. Then it was such a sensitive thing, and I'd never really heard of it. I thought like when you're feeling sad, you'd be like, okay, I'm
I'm
depressed. Yeah, but
depressed.
then when they diagnosed it clinically, where you're like, whoa, I didn't even know this was such a thing. Like, this was 2011. So like I've had like awareness from that age, and I was like in my 20s. So, or I was just entering my 20s.
Yeah.
So like experiencing now is that limited, like, or at that time. Then when I had to deal with things, I just find a way, like music, having something that I was passionate about that I would do on the daily allowed me to do a lot, like distress and stay out of trouble, and always have a good space to run away to that I was in control of. Remember, I say in control of because it was something that I would create. So I think like when we equip kids with tools that allow them to deal, because sometimes the situation that you're in needs intervention for you to get out of. Yeah, but whether it's, and sometimes we just look at the financial end. It's, yo, I need to get ABC sorted. So if Banganeza, these coins, I'd be able to maneuver out of this. Yeah, but if they, yeah, but so you find that a lot of kids are dealing with intaining. So now the child is being sexually assaulted at home, or physically abused or whatever, but the mother won't leave the father or whoever is the perpetrator, the uncle, the whatever, because we are born with it. If the child leaves this house, won't have. If we bring this thing up, won't have a place to stay, won't have food to eat, won't ban. So does Little Lions? Okay, I know it's sort of asking you, and you're not really a part of it, but to your knowledge, do you know what's it? Do they have means to intervene in situations like that, or do they just equip the kids with the to deal with these into that are directly affecting them mentally?
Yeah, no, I don't have a lot of information when it comes to that, but it's a really big organization. I'm pretty sure that there's some sort of connection to actually help out, because sometimes the logo just addressing the situation or talking about it isn't enough. Like, you need to have active ways to make the situation right. So I
Yeah.
don't know, I just need to do more.
As a kid, what was your biggest? What would you say was your biggest challenge? Like in terms of the way, I think my heartbreak, like personally, like where a girl broke my heart, was probably like one of the
Weak.
biggest issues I dealt with at that time. Like
I'm judging.
that was my late teens. Long Yashi Peluti,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah, yeah.
me, yeah, but there might have been other things that were going on at home, but I didn't really see them affecting me ngaleyo ndlela, yabo.
Until
Up until I was like, but they were affecting me. I was not aware because a lot of people are dealing with child traumas. That's why we stay to Konabantu who have daddy issues, who have mother issues, and you can see in their behavior. And there are things that are sort of, the whole country is going through it or has been through it, because that's why we have such an high rate of people who drink or people who are abusing certain substances
Yeah.
just to stay afloat. Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
With me, I don't know if you're ready to dive into the rabbit hole that is my mind.
Let's go, Bugs Bunny.
But fun fact, Bugs Bunny's birthday is the day after my birthday.
Oh, what's up, doc?
So dumb. But anyway, for me, um, yo, I was actually I can't remember who I was talking to about this, but you have siblings, right? Do you think that y'all have experienced your parents the same,
I don't think so.
right?
I
That
don't
was
think so.
my main thing. I didn't experience my parents like my brothers did.
Mm,
I know my parents love me to
mm,
death. Like I know this.
mm,
However, I didn't experience them as much as my brother, like the way that my brothers did.
mm,
So for me, I always felt like I needed to not be a kid
mm,
all the time.
mm,
And when I got older, yes, of course, I started realizing, shoot, I think I grew up way too quick. And now I was in a place of, I don't want to say an identity crisis, but I don't know, a maturity crisis. I don't know if that even makes sense. Like, I don't know where my brain fit.
mm.
Like, I don't know. Like, I didn't
Like
get it.
like the responsibilities
Yes.
were a bit more mature than
Yes. The
the person
average. Yeah.
responsible.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
So now when you're around your peers, you're like, wait, so
Yeah.
that's not what you everybody else does? Like only I'm meant to
Yes.
do. Okay, I get you.
That's what it was. That's what it was. So for me, that was my biggest thing. Um, I've always had to be more responsible than most of my friends.
Mm,
So when we had to do things, I'm like, oh well, I have to do one, two, three, and four, and I also have to think about that. I have to think about
mm,
this.
mm,
So for me, it's not an easy. Oh, can I ask my parents if I can go out to the movies with you? To me, it was like, okay, let me first see if it fits into my schedule because I have a schedule. I have things to consider before all
mm,
of that kind of stuff.
mm,
And yeah, so for me, that was the main challenge with my childhood.
mm. Okay, I'm trying to find my phone. Oh, hey,
Kusasa later.
my bad, bro.
I am so disappointed in you.
My bad, my bad. No, the thing is, I know once you're around about now, there should be a phone call coming through. So I'm trying to get rid of it and move it out of set and give it to that short sister at the back.
Hey, short sister.
How you
That's not how the song
doing,
goes, right?
man? I don't even know the song. I'm already like adding my own lyrics to it.
Can I just say something very upsetting about what I'm drinking here?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on
No, you can do whatever with it.
play Candy Crush?
I deleted it.
You had it?
No, you know why? Okay, we're gonna get back to the other parts, but I just want to highlight. So Candy Crush gives me like the special for 6 rand. Yeah, but like, oh, okay, buy these boosters, and I'm like, I got 6 rands to spare in the account.
You bought stuff on Candy Crush?
Nah, I bought like this one time. Yeah, but like I'm a boosters.
Uh-huh.
So now the ads stop coming through. Well, see, there are levels that they've intentionally made difficult that you would play, then you have to watch an ad to make it through that part. But what they did now is if once you buy, ads are gone. They want you to buy everything. So you show
Oh.
that you can afford. So bye bye to the ads. And I was like on level 5,000 and something. I was like, I'm done. I'm
But you
done.
have a job
Yeah, but that's
and
how
you
I
have things
de-stress.
to do.
That's how I de-stress.
Oh,
If I'm sitting back and I'm like,
that got dark.
yeah, let me play a little like. So I don't do it like all the time. It was just that. Okay, now back to the serious stuff.
Actually, yeah. How do you deal with
Okay, wait. Before you ask me about dealing with stuff,
I was complaining about my coffee.
oh yeah,
No, not the coffee. The straw. I was complaining about the straw. How do you feel about
the paper straws.
yeah.
I don't know. They're annoying, but they assisted me the other day. Like, oh, yeah,
How?
it's weird to say, but okay, I'll say it. No, the thing is, like, my sinus has been acting up lately.
Yeah.
So the roof of my mouth just like has a rash and it becomes itchy and irritable, so I have to like sneeze. And so like this one time we bought like, was it last week sometime, we bought like Coke, and I've been trying to find how do you scratch the roof of your mouth. So the paper straw like was like just deteriorating and soft enough to scratch the edge. So that was
So
the only
adorable.
reason. Yeah, like I was like, yeah. So that's why. Otherwise, I don't like them usually. But now I'm like, okay, cool, because you saved me. You saved me.
That's R. Kelly, right?
You saved me. Yeah. Oh, you don't mess with Cal's music
Nah,
at all anymore?
nah. No, never did.
Oh, okay. You never did. Why? You never thought the music was dope, or
Yeah, and then he did the shit that he does. Like, see?
but he had always been doing that before you even heard the music, before you were even born.
Okay, Chris. I just wasn't listening to R. Kelly. I don't have a reason, bro. I just didn't like. I
So
don't know. I don't like him.
so like yeah, I'm sure we finished our thoughts on the mental health stuff. Like we'll get back to it. But like what I find weird is like if you find a lot of people who have an issue within or who are problems within society, it stems from their upbringing, or there's like deeper psychological issues that should have been dealt with or nipped in the bud before they grew. So it sort of connects
Wait.
to
Is it nipped in the bud or butt?
bud.
Someone said butt, and I hope
Hey
he hears
man,
this.
you can cut the butt too. I mean, had they cut Kaylee in the butt, he
Can
would
I
have been
tell you
doing
the
joking.
the logic behind him saying it's nipped in the butt? He says when you poop, right?
Ain't that some
There's a part that's some shit. When you're done, you like nip it. So that
No, man. Like I need to,
that's embarrassing.
not that I know it for a fact. I need to, when a plant grows, there's a
Yes,
bud.
yes,
So
you nip it in the bud.
yeah,
Yeah,
so you
that's
can
what it
just
is.
yeah. So like if you watched Surviving R. Kelly, there's a part where they talk about his relationship with his mother, or he was like in love with his mother. There's a part where she'd buy coffee, and he even says it in an interview that he'd go for the part where his mother's lipstick was, and he'd be like kissing that part or whatever. So he'd say like weird things, like when you listen to the Make It Rain remix. Uh, he says, I'm criddling these chicks like major pain. When I make it rain, they be like, hell's do it like it. Like they was flirty, flirty, and I was flirty, flirty. So I took it to my room and we got dirty, dirty. I'm not, don't ask me what my name is, stupid. I'm famous. Or you gonna have me brainless? Give your ass brain. Okay, I forgot. But I'm trying to get to the part. Hey man, now I'm getting carried in the flow. So I asked what's it? What's it? So I ordered one bottle, then I got one model, then I ordered more bottles, then I got more models.
Oh God.
What's it? I'm from a city where the niggas don't play, man. I take a girl to my room like caveman. No, yeah, but like when you caught up in the vibe, you don't see it because it's like right in there. How did cavemen take girls to the room?
Did they not knock him out?
They knock him out and drag him, like
Yeah,
knock you out and push you
and
over the
yeah,
shoulder. So at that time, it sounded like such a fire bar, and you'd be like, "Ooh, yeah, boy," because you're so caught up in the vibe. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do terror. Got a hair full of stacks. Better grab an umbrella. I'll make it rain. I'll make it rain. Yeah, boy, like
yeah.
that was the vibe. Then when you listen to Cal's closer, you'd be like, "Yo, what is my homie
What is
saying
he
here? What
saying?
is he saying, Cal's?" Yeah,
Go
well,
see a
and the
therapist.
funny thing is, my friend was like, when everyone was canceling R. Kelly, it's like, bro, like we've been known this guy was guilty when the clip came out with the girl. Yeah, but like the 14-year-old that he peed on. Yeah, but so he was already a pedophile. I'm joking. I'm joking. Couldn't resist. So we already know that this guy is messed up. And there had been like, so you guys chose to sweep it under the rug until somebody else decided, or the powers that be, maybe they found that they could no longer benefit from him in a way that was beneficial to them. Then they decided, let's throw him under the bus. So we're like, okay, society is like, it's cool. And you're like, okay. Like, so you can't now be mad at me if I'm still like listening to a song that has different memories attached to it. Because, yeah, now what he would do is what was alleged or what was said in the in Surviving R. Kelly docu is sometimes he'd write the lyrics and made it about the victims. Yeah, but like so there's a song where I don't know if the girl that he had a thing with, she had an abortion or she had a miscarriage. Then he wrote a song and gave to Michael Jackson. "Oh, you are not alone." And but so he'd have like these messages or things be inspired by real life situations. And if you listen to his lyrics, he was always like uh, overly sexual in a way. But it was such an he's such an artist that he had these different dynamics where he could attack like a hip hop song, an R&B song. So now, do we take away the skill from the if City Ange is dope at doing whatever she does, yeah, but she's dope around kids and she does blah blah blah. But now there's another thing that you do that isn't good at all, that's downright evil. Do we now take away the work that you've done with the kids and say like you're not as good as you were just because we don't mess with you for the other part that you do?
Oh, that's a bit hectic. I I think every action has a consequence, and I feel like it's not a matter of forgetting what he did in music and his art and stuff, but it's a matter of now we can't support his music and his art because of the thing that he did. We don't. We're not taking it away from him. It's just a matter of now we can't support you because you making a living out of this. I don't know if I'm making sense, but
I get you. I get
yeah,
I get you. And
but you don't
that's
agree.
no, no, no. Like, not that I don't agree. I've got questions. So there's a part where we say, "Cool, because you've done ABC, we don't agree with what you've done, and we don't support you." Now, he said it himself that he signed a publishing deal where I think he signed away a majority of his publishing, or or all of it. I'm not sure, one of the two. Now, if you understand, do you understand what publishing is?
Yeah,
What is publishing? Okay.
publishing is what it is.
Okay. Publishing is basically where you make money off writing a song or producing a beat. So it's royalties. So you don't just make money off the physical sales of the thing. There's money. We would see if they use your work. It's played on radio. It's put in a movie. It's put in video games, adverts, whatnot. There's publishing. There's other money that you make off it.
Did
So
Kus just mansplain?
yeah,
Did you just mansplain?
I'm mansplaining all the time, man, because I'm the man at explaining things. Unless I'm explaining to minors, I'm not a good person to teach kids. Yeah, I get frustrated. I get frustrated. Or teach anyone for that matter. But like it depends. Your mind has to move as fast as I move.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, never mind that. So
Yeah.
so I was just explaining publishing. So for those who are watching, and who don't know,
He
but
was just mansplaining publishing. Moving on.
okay, so mansplaining is when a man explains what it is. Yeah, well, so as the man, I'm telling you it is what it is. Straight like that.
Okay.
So yeah. So he was not making money off us streaming the music any further. The EMI who holds his publishing were the ones who were still recouping and making cash long term. So the how you could have not supported him is not going to his shows or buying merchandise or things that directly benefit him. Don't quote me on this, but I'm just saying. So now he's in jail.
Says
Uh,
nothing.
so how do you think he's benefiting? Because there was also that album that they released. I don't know how we got to R. Kelly, but there's also that album that was released on Spotify across all streaming platforms that he came out and said, no, he did not approve that release. It was called I Admit. And he was so mad because at that time he was going to a parole board or going to appeal something. So the sentence is already hefty. So my question still stands. Now, do you say because Nelson Mandela was a womanizer in his youth, uh, if you watch the Nelson Mandela movie and he married like Winnie and they were like years apart. I think it was more than 20 years apart. And well, there are things that when you look at the character of the man, you'd be like, yeah, well, this is questionable. Yeah, but like, why would you do this? Yeah, but blah 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 and this. Then you look at what he's being cheered on for. Do we cancel this because he's not the ideal person? Do we say are we throwing out the baby with the bathwater? Yeah, but are we saying all the good things? I think Kanye got in trouble for saying something about Hitler and the good things that you can get from Hitler. Yeah, but and at the same time, like Helen Zill and I sort of got it by saying there's a lot that we benefited from colonialism or apartheid. And she was explaining, and say like, yeah, I wouldn't be as developed, blah, blah, blah. Now, there are things, are we saying those things aren't true, or are we saying we don't like them because they didn't give us a chance? Okay. I think it's different with Leah Helen Zela, but I don't know if you get me with the other ones.
I do.
But there's a but.
There is a but.
Okay, let's talk about that. But
But there is a but. It's just very let me put it this way. If it wasn't R. Kelly
mm,
that did this,
mm.
what was indlela yokumpunish lo muntu? Like, how would we have been able to punish that person if it wasn't R. Kelly?
He's already in jail. It's
No,
jail.
no.
Yeah,
It's just jail.
yeah. In prison, not jail.
I think that's where the fine line is, though. With him, as much as yes, the technicalities of publishers and blah blah blah, and he doesn't get that stream and yada 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 yada.
Mm.
But the fact that he's still the face of it, it's still a bit weird, bro. To still, because now that's also putting him in some sort of a pedestal. I don't know if
But do you think the people that truly support his work or have don't have the CDs at home? They don't like. I think the one
burn it.
time like people asked me to stop playing his. I was at a wedding, and I was like, they had the sound, so I was like DJing. So I was like, cool.
Problem is now the memory, like all like the thought that you have when you hear R. Kelly is the shit that he did. It's no longer
And
just him being a great artist.
no, it's not. If I'm being honest,
Yeah.
it's not
I feel like
because
this thing
because
though,
you know
it overclouded the things that he did.
no, it didn't. I think the issue and I'm not saying that he didn't do these things, and I'm not trying to be insensitive or like be like whatever. I'm just trying to say like it's not that case with anyone because many people, even the special Lesake, I know my aunts back in Pizana and whatnot, they used to have like DVD collections and CDs. Those news didn't get to them that Arcady did ABC. They don't know that. Yeah, but it wasn't like on your mic is blocking you a bit. Yeah, Carlo. So they don't know that. It didn't get to them because it was in mainstream media. Ngaloo ndlela ukuthi ibe on SABC One or Ukhozi Umhlobo Wenene. Yabo. They might have spoke about it a bit, but it wasn't a thing like it was online. Yabo. So when you guys like, there are people that are just stars beyond. It's like Ufandam, according to blockbuster movies or doing, he hasn't had like a number one in years. Yabo. But there are places where he's revered for the playbacks. Yabo. And some people, I saw an interview at Cassidy. I don't know why we staying so long on R. Kelly. Cassidy was like, there are people who he knows who have done worse than R. Kelly, but because Begui Skate with R. Kelly, yabo, they getting away with it. There are people that have signed NDAs and taken certain amounts to not talk about things that have been done to them. Yeah, well, like if you see the Tabo Besta thing, as much as we weren't going to talk about it, but I think I'm already there. Like, how many celebrities are being linked to him? And people are deleting photos that they had with Dr. Nandi because they're afraid of how their brand might look to the public. But it doesn't take away from the fact that you already did those things. It's just that you're saying people mustn't know that I was associated to the person who did this thing. So now you're not making it about, because when I was listening to R. Kelly, I didn't know that I'm listening to this because this guy was trapping people in the closet in real life. Yeah, well, I thought this guy was a genius. Yeah, well, bastard, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, wake your bed. I was with my girlfriend. You were lying. I could put Trisha and Tanya and they were both at home. But I didn't say them though. But the only friends I know. Wait, before I get upset, here's
Okay,
the
you know
truth.
too
Talk
much
to
of the.
me. I was with my girl when she had some bad news. And her man cheated, had her upset and confused. And what's that got to do with you coming in there too? I'm telling you, she was also upset. Okay, never mind. I'm getting carried away. I'm thinking of pick it up. She's like, I'm like, yeah, my word. Oh, yeah,
Listen to
contagious. Touch
R.
me,
Kelly.
baby. This ain't him though. This is the songs that he wrote for Mr. Biggs.
Oh shit.
Well, like so as a producer. So now are you saying we can't listen to Mr. Biggs? We can't listen to Charlie Wilson? We can't listen to the people that he worked with because we're saying, yo, let's
Okay,
throw the
cause
baby out with the bathwater. Are we
okay.
saying everything that you ever touched?
So what Chris is saying? Yes to R. Kelly.
I'm not saying yes to R.
I'm
Kelly.
kidding.
But I don't really care about the name.
I'm kidding. No, but yeah, I think it's a bit of a touchy subject because
I nearly name people that I personally don't like, but I feel
don't
like
do that.
there are things that they did for me or with me that I can never say that didn't happen because those made me me. You
Don't do
know?
that.
And how many of the people that are canceling R. Kelly, they were actually made to the songs? About like they were made to the music. Your parents used to be like, "Oh, that's my song,
That's my
child. Play that on." Yeah, well,
jam.
you could find that
And then 20
all of
years
y'all.
later.
Yeah, well, then all the little haters that you made because of this music, yeah, well, they like, yeah, nah, let's get rid of this nigga and his music. I hate this song. But it was your parents going there, you're contagious, touch me, baby. Give me what you got. What's it called? COVID. Then we had to cancel R. Kelly because, bro, we ain't touching nobody. Especially about contagious. Mm-mm.
Oh my
Yeah, bro.
god.
Yeah. So now it was just that. Would say like, so what do we do with great people who do terrible things? Because I think also even with I don't like talking council culture because I feel like in a way it's only armed at taking out certain people. It's not equally. Um, it's not equally. Yeah, bro.
What makes you say that?
Because I feel like when it's your time, yeah, but they can decide with you who they can cancel. Like I don't know it for a fact, yeah, but I've heard certain people. Not I've heard. I've seen certain people get canceled or taken off shows for accusations with no actual merit. Yeah, so they might say like, "Yo, if somebody accuses you of doing ABC to them, no evidence, no nothing," and they decide, "Nah, you're done." Now, Bitcoin on the other hand is somebody who can be like, it can be like, if they don't like, somebody can actually do that, come get the evidence, and they let them slide. Yeah, bro. Like, you remember how the politics, Zuma must go for the what? They found the president of Ramaphosa's Pala Pala funds under the bed. Already, no matter how he explains it, it's illegal. You cannot have that amount of money. As the number one state, what you call, like as the number one citizen of the country, like you should know, these are the laws. Even if you check the time frame of when that guy brought the cash and how long it stayed under your mattress, yeah, well, you weren't going to declare those fines if somebody didn't come and expose you for kidnapping while you're trying to settle out of court. You'll make the matter even worse how you were sweeping it under the rug. Thabo Mbeki was trying to talk about it, and everybody was focused on the Thabo Bester thing. And since he wrote a letter to the ANC, so had it been Zuma, Zuma uchithe iti, in his room. I don't care about none of them niggas. They were like Zuma uchithe iti, at his at his grandmother's house or something, and it's gonna make front page news about like, oh, this thing I don't even care about the price of sugar. His grandmother worked so hard. I can't believe he raised him. But Ramaphosa could do no wrong in front of the media because they control the media. So whoever controls the media controls the narrative. So it's sort of like, how long was Michael Jackson dead for? And they were still trying to do an interview on his kids who are allegedly, most of them are on the Make a Wish Foundation when they went to see him. Remember, if you know what the Make a Wish Foundation
Mm.
is, those kids are meant to be dead. But somehow, I'm not saying I don't take it. I'm not saying it's a fact, Lindengi Shoyo, but and I haven't followed up on the case. But why were they working so hard to even prove what he did that? Say Shonil, what's there to gain? Come on. So like those, there are things that Eskas nag as Jaloti, like, okay, cool. I was saying the because even if you look at it like you're Christian, yeah, but like and I know, yeah, it's gonna sound very weird to say, I don't know if weird is the word, but Noah, Noah is stated to have been a drunkard, and he was chosen to be the one who also survived because God was like, "Yo, that's my nigga." Yeah, but had you just looked at what he's a drunkard. Yeah, but David and his son were womanizers. Bros are hoes. Yeah, but
Those
Uh,
all facts.
so I'm not I'm Kulumeli situations or whatnot. I'm just saying like there are things that we aren't really uh, impartial about when we make decisions. Or oh, because when you do A B C, but at the same time, I cannot overlook. I cannot overlook the bad that you do to me or you have done at large. Yeah, but if
Mm.
you weigh it on the scale and you see, it's okay, cool. Now I cannot acknowledge Ogoti had it not been for you, I wouldn't have been able to do ABC because you did 1, 2, 3 wrong. Yeah, but-
I
and
get
I'm not
you.
saying like about every situation. I might just change my mind and hate a person who did everything for me at one point. I actually kind of dislike a person who did that right now. But it's a
Don't drop
story,
names.
story for another day.
Do not drop names.
Yeah.
Talking about things that are weird.
Mm.
Did we talk about things that are weird?
Yeah, we can
Oh, I'm
talk
just
about it.
I'm just looking for a segue.
Okay,
But anyway,
weirdo.
I have a list of things that you can find on the internet. Tell me if they're weird or not.
Okay.
Okay. Um, glow in the dark toilet paper. What are your thoughts on glow in the dark toilet paper? Things that actually matter.
Yeah, that's what made my shit lit.
Yo, so they say here, this is actually, I thought this was funny. Ever ran to a toilet in the middle of the night only to find yourself almost going blind when you turn the light on? Huh?
Okay, so the whole
Huh?
point of it would say the toilet paper can.
You don't need to bump it.
Yeah.
Fear not, is what they say. Now you can buy yourself fluorescent toilet paper so that you can do what you want, what you need, without flipping a switch. Revolutionary is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying. So would you buy that? Are you sold?
Just to say I did it,
Are you
maybe I'm
sold?
not really.
No?
Nah.
I have another product for you. Okay. Haunted items.
Wait. Okay. We'll get back to that. Like, but have you ever used like what you call the yeah, that is it a bidet? Like that toilet that washes your butt and stuff.
I've never used that. I
Okay.
don't think I ever will also.
No, but there are places where they legit don't have toilet paper. Like
So you have to?
I think you have to like. Okay, we looking for something. Looky, looky,
What you
looky.
looking for?
So we back.
And we
Weird things.
back. No.
Okay, start with the second thing on the list.
The second thing on the list. Haunted items.
Okay.
Haunted items.
Wait, that's just it.
Yeah.
You can buy haunted items.
Yeah. Annabelle. Oh, this is not Annabelle. This is Sela. Sarah. Antique black magic voodoo doll. I don't know. I'm sold.
No, those things are really weird because I just remember Gucci, the list is called weird things, Vele. So I'm like, yeah,
Why are you so surprised?
yeah.
Okay, if you ever watched a paranormal movie, you've probably heard of haunted items. Well, if you happen to believe that that items can in fact become haunted, then the internet can be a place of service to you.
I think
Okay, now.
I think like I can always just decide I'm gonna sell this, uh, find something that looks like it could be haunted, and say because now your paranoia is gonna make it seem like
Like it's
how
actually
how can
haunted.
they actually test or
I
what's
guess you
its
just keep
act?
it there and see if you get.
No, the thing is, if it's already in your mind, you're gonna think that this thing is haunted.
Okay. Shower head with speakers. I don't know that. That's a buy.
I could, but I feel good.
Na
Na na
na na
na na
na na
na
na
na
na.
na.
I
I
know.
wish that I could. Na 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 na
Na
na
na
na
na.
na.
I
I feel
feel
good. Na na na
nice.
na 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 na.
Like sugar and
Na na
spice.
na 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 na.
I
So
feel
good.
good.
Dun dun
So nice.
dun
I
dun
got you.
dun dun dun.
Down, 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 yeah.
Yeah. So
Right?
yeah, I can
Yeah.
see myself.
I would also do that. But waterproof? Are they waterproof? Or is the speaker?
They should be.
Can a speaker be waterproof?
Yeah. Don't quote me on it, but I figure if your phone can be waterproof and it can go underwater,
Oh,
then
speaker
the
can.
speaker can.
Dope stuff.
But can the speak? Have you ever tried to play music under the phone or waterproof phone?
No.
No, okay. Oh yeah, but there is like you can hear like sound underwater. It's just it sounds.
Can we try with your phone?
My phone is not waterproof. It's cheap.
Can we try with your phone?
If it was waterproof, we could.
Can we try with your phone?
No. Okay, what's next?
Okay, this is I found this interesting because it's me. But a beauty product fridge. So you like it's tiny little fridge, and you can put all your beauty products in.
Yeah, can't you just put them at the normal fridge at home?
That's what makes it weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's dope. I think I would actually buy that for real, because it's so much smaller. I don't have to worry about my brothers losing my right. But anyway,
What are your brothers doing with your makeup?
they'd probably just take it out of the fridge and be like, "What's this doing here?"
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that kind of
Hey,
thing.
man, I don't know, man. Like we live in an interesting time. They could be like, yo, my girl could use this. Or they can be like, I could use this.
Legible quoi.
Mm.
But anyway, floor cleaning slippers, right? That makes sense, kind of. It's like
Are
a
they like,
mop with your
oh,
feet.
okay. But I've seen like one where they made it like it's like in a baby's onesie or romper. They
Oh
make
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
knees
yeah,
and
yeah,
the
yeah.
elbows so when they crawl,
Yeah,
more power.
but then it's just like a few. It doesn't make sense to me because
I'm up with a baby.
how much of mopping can the baby do?
I don't know. Babies be mopping.
A lot. I don't know. I don't know. The baby one doesn't make sense. This one makes sense though. The floor cleaning slippers. Oh, last one, which kind of happens to be my favorite. Unusual sodas. So they have sweet corn flavored soda,
Okay.
bacon,
Hang on, my full cow. Okay.
grass. Because for one of us that kind of like the taste of grass. What's the other one that's there? I can't
Okay,
see.
cowgirl.
Pickle juice. I feel like pickle juice is a thing already, no? Pickle juice is a thing already.
Hey, I know Beetlejuice. Just don't
It
say
is a
that
thing.
2 times.
Buffalo wings. I would drink that.
Mm,
I would drink that. Butterscotch beer.
butterscotch.
Peanut butter and jelly soda. Peanut butter and jelly.
No.
I'm sold, mate.
Nah.
I'm sold.
I've never even tasted like a peanut flavored drink. Is there such a thing?
I doubt it.
Whatever happened to like I remember when Coke had vanilla, it was such a
Yes,
thing. Then
it's still a thing.
yeah, I remember like now they no longer they have it at certain
Yeah,
shops, not everywhere. Like you
yeah,
can if you into that thing, they try to make it a thing thing,
yeah.
but it wasn't a thing thing.
It wasn't a thing thing. They even had a Coke Life, not light, Life. It was green. Do you remember it though?
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember when I told people that Coke has a spinach flavored
Yeah.
thingy.
And you thought that was funny.
I think it was funny. I thought it, like everyone was gonna be like, "Oh, I ain't drinking that."
Yeah.
So
But
yeah.
was it like I've never tasted? That's the one Coke that I've never tasted. I've had cherry.
Mm. What about the white one?
Which one's the white one?
Your favorite one?
'Cause what are you saying to the people about me?
Hey, who knows? I'm sorry, that crossed the line. To my credit, okay, I should cut that
Yeah.
out.
Oh my god. Okay, well I kind of like that. Anyway,
Yeah,
the cherry Coke kind of tastes like Dr Pepper. Have you had the Dr Pepper?
nah.
You've never had it?
I think I might have, but it was forgettable.
Was it? I
For
like
me,
Dr
yeah.
Pepper.
Mm,
I'll bring you some next week. Okay.
okay.
Okay. And then they have the
They
last
better
one.
give us some pepper for that cash.
No, almost had it. Ranch dressing.
Okay.
Now help me understand ranch dressing. I feel like it's already a liquid. Does it mean it's already a soda?
Don't they need to make it fizzy for it to be a soda? So they're probably gonna have
Right.
like carbonated water or whatever.
I'm actually gonna go try it when I get home and then let you know. Right.
What there was a time where it was such a thing. What did they call
The
that?
soda stream.
The Soda Stream.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's my brain.
Yeah,
That's actually how I kind of started drinking sparkling water. Because I was like, oh, I just want to press the thing, man. I just want to see it fizz. And then I drink it as is.
yeah,
Pretty
like
cool.
sparkling water is horrible unless
No,
like
it's not.
I think like it helps like when I have that
That
not
thing.
yeah now and again like not always it might just make it worse. I forget about it. Okay, I'm getting a phone call like I suspected because in
Busy man.
Yazazukba people like talking to me.
Do that?
Yeah, well I like talking to me. I'm a person, so I talk to me a lot.
I didn't even get to complain about this. It's broken, is what I wanted to say. It is broken.
Do you want to name and shame the brand that gave you a broken straw?
Yes, it
Huh?
is.
I don't like it unless it's brand new. You might see me in my brand new, with my brand new, smoking my brand new. You don't like it, get off my brand new. I don't like it unless it's brand new. You might see me in my brand new,
Is that
in
actually a
my
song?
brand new, smoking my brand
I
new.
just pray for the day that you say something or you sing something that I actually know.
But you see
Can we
how
try?
vibey those things
Can we
are. Even
try?
if you don't
Give
know
me a
it.
song and I'll tell you if I know it or not.
Uh, oh no, you just made it difficult.
Hey.
Hit the road, Jack.
And
And
don't
don't
you
you
come
come
back
back
no
no
more,
more,
no
no
more,
more,
no
no
more,
more,
no
no more.
more. Hit
Hit
the
the
road,
road,
Jack.
Jack.
And
And
don't
don't
you
you
come
come
back
back
no
no more.
more.
Uh,
Oh, listen.
okay, wait. Let me hit you with another one. Uh, darling, if you ever leave me, I'll just put my heart away. I couldn't love again, believe
Lord.
me.
That's a
No
bad
one
song.
could please me anyway. I
No.
stretched it. But if another ever came along,
I can't even get the
I
rhythm.
just have to tell them blah 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 whatever because I've been loved by the best. Won't settle down for less. Why bother with the rest? Get this, baby. I've been to the top, I guess. With
Just
you, I
no.
have been blessed. That's one of my
No.
favorite. That's Don Williams. I've been loved by the best. Okay, you didn't get that one.
No.
Okay. Wait.
Come on.
Uh, Jesu ngitumile wathi ngiyobalanda.
Sir. No.
You didn't even know that one?
No.
I thought you was
Okay,
Christ
hold on,
gang.
hold on. Let me hit you with one. Um, hey little sister, look what you've done.
I don't know.
You don't know it.
Nope.
Hey little sister, who's your only one? Hey little. Oh, finally I know a song that you don't know.
Yeah, it might not be that great.
It's great.
It's
You
not
should listen.
that great.
Okay. Ooh. Barracuda. Oh, yeah.
It sounds familiar. Sounds
Down,
familiar.
down, 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 down.
Sounds familiar.
You better make up
Wait.
something.
There's one like okay, you're definitely gonna get this one. Looking back from when we
First
first
met,
met,
I
I
cannot
cannot
explain
and
and I
I
cannot
cannot forget.
forget.
Baby,
Baby,
you're
you're
the
the
one.
one. You
You still
still
turn
turn
me
me
on.
on.
You
You can
can
make
make
me
me
whole
whole again.
again.
No,
Oh,
no,
baby.
no, no. Okay, let's do one more. This one has to be special.
Let's see. Hit me.
My boyfriend's back, gonna be in trouble. Hey yeah, hey yeah. My boyfriend's back. Don't go breaking my heart. No, no. I won't go breaking your heart.
No, continue. That sounds
No,
familiar.
those are two different songs,
Oh,
honestly.
oh, oh.
I'm trying to like, yeah. What is the
Give me
other
something
one?
else.
La 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 bamba. Du, du, di, du, da, la, da, 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 da. Okay, with that, well, is there more? Is we done or is we finished? Because you're not getting none of these songs. Is we done? Is we
Why do you
finished?
listen to songs that people don't listen to?
No, I listen to them because they fire. You don't want to. Have you ever watched like live from the 504? It's Mr. No. I forgot what. If it ain't about money, yeah, go. Listen. If it in the jungle, I flow. If it ain't about money, yeah, go. No way, I kneel to the flow. Money's the sail to my boat. It's going down like there's a whale in a boat. Now you can smell it when I smoke. Yeah, I sip that lean. Hit me with that
It kind of sounds
combination,
like
they make my
something you
eyes
would
bleed.
do.
Not really.
It kind of does, though. Or
It's
maybe
in.
just because
You
you.
don't want to crash like la 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 bamba.
Because that sounds like something you would do.
That's Lil Wayne,
I know,
bro.
but that sounds like something that you would do.
Why
Take
would
it
it
as a
sound like
compliment.
Lil Wayne?
Take it as a compliment, okay? Just
No, the thing is, people gonna think you have people thinking I lean. This is not lean, guys. This is clean. This is clean.
it's caffeine.
Yo, do people care if I'm a fiend? Okay, I'm
No.
joking. I'm not a fiend. I'm only a paraffin because I once drank paraffin as a baby.
Oh yeah, you did that.
Like that's why I'm lit.
I was given whiskey apparently.
Yeah.
There were two ladies that were babysitting me, and I was just not letting them rest. I was just
Yo.
crying and crying, and they gave me whiskey. When
So
my mom came back, I was like dead asleep. They were like, and then when she smelled me, she's like, "You smelled of alcohol, kid."
they used to. My sister's baby sister.
So-
my sister's babysitter. Yeah, but yeah, she is my sister's baby sister too.
okay.
Like her nanny like used to drag her too, but she used to drag her then go to the because we lived like in a flat, Kwananamanya, so she would go and steal the neighbors' clothes and go sell them in town. So she'd leave my sister sleeping, and I'd rush home every time because my other sister would come back with my parents, if I'm not mistaken, or she'd need to get fetched. So I'd come back first, and I get there when she's sleeping there alone, or she's crying on her own. Say she's already woken up, and she's irritable. So like I'd take her and be like, "What?" Then I was like 10 or something. Then we found out later what she used to give her allergics or whatever, like menzutakalale, so she could go about her criminal business. And the issue was she bragged to the other lady who was minding the kids, and she came and told the family. But this is not right. This lady drugs
Yo.
the kid and be out.
Damn. And is she not in prison?
No, she not.
Should we talk to someone about it? A few
So,
years later.
but I figure it might run in the family in that thing.
Damn.
No, the only reason I say that is because her name.
Is
Her name is Apple. Apple. So usually the apple don't fall far
far
from
from
the
the
tree.
tree. With that said, bye.
So is we done or is we finished?
We're done.
We out.
We out.
Out njenga ma outie.
We didn't even plug the TikTok. I forgot.
No, you can do it. You on cam. Your cam's still running.
We are on TikTok with my tribe. Yeah, we're gonna be posting a whole lot of behind the scenes. Yes,
Post on.
behind the scenes footage, just a little bit of extra bits that we have. And yeah, man, it's gonna be a great vibe.
Post up,
It's
post
gonna be
on.
a
Can we
vibe.
make that like your tag?
We can make that. No, no, don't do that. But yeah,
We
that's it.
out, Jing, I'm out.
This is cooler.
Oh, okay. If it was any cooler,
I learned my lesson.
we out.